Hello everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Potomac Season 5 Episode 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Now y'all, we starting off the episode with moaning and groaning coming from Karen and Ray's house. And I was like, see, this is not how I wanted to start off an episode. Like hearing the moaning and groaning sounds coming from their house. But like when we slide past Ray, and I was like, okay, that's not them moaning and groaning together. I don't want her moaning and groaning by herself or with somebody else. But it turns out that she was, she was in a workout session with her trainer. Now, after they done got almost done, Ray comes in at the last minute talking about some that don't look hard. And he looked like he seen his grandkids do a dance. And he's like, look at Pawpaw do it. That's how y'all was doing it? Hey, Pawpaw got it. See, Pawpaw still got these dance skills. Yeah. I was like, that's how Ray looked to me. Like, he seen his grandkids do some dance and he want to prove that he still got it like that. And he don't. But yeah, like she said, she's trying to stay in shape and look good for Ray. But Ray is looking like Ray always look like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. My mind and tuned into something else. She just want to get a I love you from Ray. And she want to hear those 3 words. But Ray was like, okay. She's like, those are not the 3 words that I wanted to hear. We gonna work on it. I want to I love you. He talking about some okay. So we already seen last episode that, Karen was saying how things are different between she and Ray. And I guess this is going to be her storyline this season of how he's not supportive and like they kind of growing apart after being together and married for 25 years. But yeah, Giselle and Monique meet up and they're trying to squash the beef that they have with each other. Now, y'all know how Giselle is. When a new person comes on the scene, she likes to haze them and she likes to be shady towards them. And that's how she was towards Monique. And they have never really got along with each other. But they're starting to become more cool. So they sit down there talking and they're discussing Sharice coming to Candace's party. Like, when did they become cool? Monique feels a certain way because Sharice was out here spreading some rumors around us. Monique doesn't want to talk about it. She says, and this in her confessional, but Giselle jumps up talking about some, well, word on the curb was that Monique and her trainer, they was out here doing some things that they shouldn't have been doing together. And also they was out publicly seen together, and some people saw this. And I'm like, people see Monique on social media and they see her on the show and she's become more popular because of social media. I was like, I don't think that she will be out here being flirtatious or, creeping with her trainer out in public when people know who she is and what show she's on. I just found that to be strange, but like it could be like because I am on the show, I'm gonna be out in public and I'm friends with this person, so I don't know, but like that was what I guess Sharice was out here telling everybody, that she got real close to the trainer and they was all out in public and Chris found out, I guess. Yeah. Now moving over to Ash. Oh, they decided we're gonna throw Ashley like a little party to like, get her out the house because she's going through some things. She not really the old Ashley, but like she just had a baby. Then her new baby. Of course she gonna want to stay home with her baby. Speaking of Ashley, like she has been going through it since birth. She's like suffering from postpartum depression. She's terrified of everything that can happen to, what is the baby's name? Dean. Then on top of that, she had got an infection in her milk ducts to where she wasn't able to breastfeed the baby. So now she has a lactation specialist to come out and help her and work through some things to make sure that she can breastfeed her son. So I was like, okay, that's good. Hopefully she can get through this. Like, actually, she's not my favorite person on here. But, like, I would not wish, anything bad on her. Like, her not being able to breastfeed and her having postpartum depression. I just wouldn't do that. I don't really wish illness hit on anybody. So Giselle and Juan meet up in secret. Now he lets her know how Robin has been there for him through the thick and the thin, been his ride or die, and like holding him down. And they've spoken about getting remarried. Now Giselle talking about some he needs to double her ring. I was like, they already had some financial issues. Like, should they be putting so much money? I mean, I know she probably get a good little check from the show. Is it responsible to be putting all that money into doubling her ring? But they decide, since they've been together for 24 years, to get 24 stones around the ring. I was like, I guess that sounds nice. Like, she compares her getting back with Jamal, with them getting back together, and how her girls are really not here for it. But the thing is, like, you and Jamal broke up when your daughters were real little, like under the age of 4. And Juan and Robin have always been in the same household. They was just separated. He was always in the household, so it wasn't really different from their children compared to you getting back with Jamal after y'all being divorced and him living in one area and you living in another area. That's just how I feel. I was about to say something. Oh, yeah. I remember before me and my husband got married, my husband said he had got me a ring and he put it all away. And when he did propose, he's like, I got this ring, I went and bought it this morning. And like, I didn't put 2 and 2 together that he'd already had one on layaway, and he said I just went out and bought this one. And I had my first ring on for like 3 or 4 days, and the one that I have now, he was like, I bought you a bigger ring. And I was like, when? He was like, about like 3 or 4 days ago. I was gonna wait on the wedding day, but I'm kind of glad he didn't, because I had given him the wrong size of ring that I bought, because I was still going off of the size ring I had in high school, which was size 7. Well, since then my ring size has gotten smaller, so I finally got my engagement ring that I have now, that's with my wedding band. But I had to get it altered first, and then once we got married, I got my wedding band and my engagement band soldered together, so I had to wait like a week for that one. But yeah, I hope all the best for Juan and Robin. Now we're at Ashley's little get Ashley out of the house and hang out with her girls, and everything's going fine until they bring up Candace's party. Monique says it was fine until Cherie showed up, and Candace, she's talking about something she didn't know things were that bad between Monique and Cherie's. And Monique is like, how could you not know? Everybody knew what Sharice was out here saying about me, this, that, and the third, and all this other stuff. Now, Monique over her talking about some, what you should have did, since y'all didn't go on that, y'all haven't gone on the honeymoon. Should have spent that money on that anniversary, and you should have spent that on your honeymoon. That's what you should have did. Then something about them using condoms came up, and that's weird because y'all haven't consummated y'all marriage since y'all still using condoms. Everybody about condoms. For some reason, Ashley saying how she has to get Botox in her booty hole, which I was like, we didn't really need to know that, and what's going on and with you down in your areas. We didn't need to know that. But y'all, of course, since we're having this get together, let's go ahead and bring people together who are at odds with each other. I was like, when has this ever worked on any show? With Real Housewives of Atlanta, Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop, whether it's New York, Atlanta, Hollywood, Miami, any reality show. When has ever, we want to get y'all back together being friends, and we want to do this while it's at somebody's party or somebody's event? When has that ever worked? Candace said fine. She's willing to talk to Ashley. It should be a one-on-one conversation, which to me, I understand that. We don't need noises and comments from the peanut gallery. We don't need that. This is an issue between me and you, so let's keep it between me and you. Ashley just wants Candace to practice what she preaches. Then Robin talking about some, you should just apologize. Giselle's asking how she congratulate Ashley on having a baby. Ashley talking about some, I don't want her talking about my baby. And Candace at this point feels like it's jump on Candace episode. That's how she's starting to feel. And I was like, I don't know if it was that. It's just that like a lot of stuff has come up about Ashley. And here's the thing that I don't like about these shows. All these ladies like to talk about the other ladies behind their back. But they like to pinpoint just one person when they do it, when they all do it. Just this episode alone, Monique was in her confessional saying how she's glad that Giselle isn't acting like a bottom butt hoe or bottom tail girl or something like that. Talking about her. Last episode, I think My Twisted Life with Poetry, I think she was saying how Monique was supposed to be Candace's friend, but she was high and kikiing about something Ashley said about Candace. So Monique, you supposed to be Candace's friend, but you high and kikiing about something Ashley said about her. That's not right. And you know, Giselle, she always got something to say about somebody. The new girl, Wendy, she was up there talking about when she met Karen at the anniversary party. Karen was acting like she ain't never met her. She's like, oh, hello. And like, girl, you from doggone United States of America. Why are you coming on with this wannabe European doggone facade? What you got going on? You doing too much. It's like all the ladies talk about one another, but they want to always just like zero in and just point out one person that has done this. Now, this whole episode, Monique has had an issue with Candace for inviting Charisse to the anniversary party. Then Ashley tells her, well, I heard that Candace went out of her way to become friends with Charisse. And now this is where I have issues with those two things. One, Ashley's saying she heard this. So she didn't say where she heard this from. She could have got this from 4 or 5 other people. You heard. Don't come with me with doggone some he said, she said situation. Secondly, she don't like Ash. Ashley don't like Candace. So she could just be saying anything just to doggone it, get Monique and Candace mad at each other. That really gets to me. They always want to like solely pin zero in on, I cannot think the word I want to say. They want to single out, I think that's the word I'm looking for, single out one person for doing something when they all like to talk about each other. It just don't make no sense at all. So y'all, that was the gist. I'm glad she didn't bring this bird on there, because last week I forgot to mention how she was doggone kissing that bird on its beak. I don't do flying animals. I see a dog. Okay, that dog is cute. There go a cat, But animals in general, I ain't got time for. I will get me a fish, put him in a fish tank with a few other fish. All I gotta do is make sure the filtration system is working, sprinkle in some food, count me every time a day, and keep it pushing. I can walk by, oh, look at the fish, look what he doing. And then go on about my business. I ain't got to worry about none of that. Was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free $99. Make sure your notifications are on so with my beautiful face puts up a video. You can click on it. You can like it. You can share it with your people. And you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. And this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.